To resuscitate this very, very important program that has been in the cards since 2019. It's a program we inherited, but eventually it was taken under the auspices of the Presidential Food System Coordinating Unit. And Your Excellency, since then, most of the people you see here have been working night and day. Foreign Minister, Your Excellency, the governors of Benue, Governor of Jigawa State, our own Minister of Agriculture, the Attorney General of the Federation, the Honorable Coordinating Minister of the Economy.
Sorry.
At this point in time, we'll take short goodwill messages, and we'll start with the coordinating Minister of Finance. Minister of Finance.
Today is a great day to be a Nigerian. A milestone project is about to be kick-started. As this administration addresses the food security challenges we are facing and dovetails with the 8-point agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it is imperative for us to synergize and use existing initiatives such as the GIP for the purpose of policy continuity, for the purpose of leveraging on strategic opportunities to drive our economic growth and also to enhance investor confidence. This is a project that commenced in 2019. And as Albert Einstein rightly said, the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. We have been battling with low agricultural productivity for decades. And as I've always said, entrepreneurial capitalism is embedded in the very psyche of the average Nigerian. But what our people are lacking is the wherewithal to be placed on Jeffrey Sachs' first ladder of development. This GIP is a wonderful opportunity because it seamlessly aligns with all the policies and programs of this government. It's a private sector-driven initiative that targets the small-scale farmer and links him up with all the agricultural value chains. And Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it might impress you to know that this program also aligns with another initiative by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, Special Agro-Processing Zones Authority. Agriculture is about value addition. A ton of cocoa costs about $1,500. Processed cocoa powder will pay you $20,000 per ton. So today, to me, is the highest point of our leadership of this country. Yes, we have started 7 years behind, but the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. 2025 is rightly captured by His Excellency, the Brazilian Ambassador to Nigeria, is a milestone year in our journey towards food security, and diversification of our nation's economy. It's quite embarrassing. The largest African community outside Nigeria is found in Brazil. Most of the African Brazilians are of Nigerian descent. There are more Orisha worshippers in Brazil than in Nigeria. But we have not leveraged on that bond, on that fraternity, on those commonalities to drive the economic transformation of our nation. Only in tourism alone, there is a projection that tourists from Brazil can generate for us as much as $20 billion per annum. They like to visit Oshobo. They would like to visit the Mambila Plateau, the Obudu Cattle Ranch. So many landmarks in this country that Afro-Brazilians will be eager to reconnect with their ancestry. So we are mightily proud of all the people that promoted this project. Honestly, I am enjoying the limelight, but the real work was done by the ministers. Without the approval of the agreement by the Honorable Minister of Justice and Attorney General, this dream will not see the light of the day. Without the support of the Minister of Finance and the DMO, this dream will not come to reality. Without the support of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, without them midwifing the whole program, and of course with the backing of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, BPP, this thing could have been a steel bath. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for buying into this dream, to bring him forth this dream to reality.
Over the past 7 years, this renowned Brazilian institution has been negotiating with the Nigerian government with a view to obtaining the necessary funds from private and regional development banks to finance this ambitious project, which is worth approximately $1.1 billion. Unlike similar projects with other countries, which only allow for the import of agricultural equipment and tractors, the Reimperative project foresees the import of parts and the assembly of machines in Nigeria and with Nigerian labor. This means that in the event of a breakdown or malfunction of a tractor, for instance, it will be possible to carry out the repair with original parts here and with Nigerian labor, and who will be trained for this purpose by technicians to be hired under the aegis of Reimperative project. On behalf of the Brazilian government, I would like to congratulate the Nigerian authorities who led this long negotiation process, and the Getúlio Vargas Foundation, which, with its vast experience, managed to bring it to a successful conclusion.
We thank the team so very much. Vice President, we thank you for your undying love on agriculture. I know how much you and the team have been for the state. We express our deep appreciation to our President, who ensures that Benue retains her own glory of the food basket. We're looking forward to greater things to happen through this event this day. We appreciate each person that is contributed to ensuring that this has come home. When we came into governance a year and 9 months going, and we heard of this program, a few of us who were conversant with the productivity of Brazil knew that the right button was already hit, and then we were quite excited. And so I look forward to the greater things to emerge from this event.
With commitment of our President on agriculture, I think this project will make a difference in food system in this country. Therefore, I want to assure you, Mr. Vice President, this is of national are fully ready to work for this project. And we are committed to it, and we will definitely encourage our people, we will definitely sensitize our people to come on board. And certainly this project will make a difference in our agricultural transformation. Thank you very much.
This is a moment that has been 6 years in the making. Since its inception in 2019, the Green Imperative Project has been an emblem of Nigeria's ambition to modernize agriculture, strengthen our food system, and create sustainable livelihood for millions of our citizens. It has been a long journey, one that has tested our resilience, demanded our patience, and called for unwavering commitment. But here we are today, Your Excellencies, the major milestone of signing the agreement for implementation to commence. What makes this initiative truly unique is its scale and vision, in the sense that 774 local government areas of this country, all with their own comparative advantage, will be the theater of actions to transform our food system.
I must say that I'm very happy and honored to witness such a special moment. After 7 years of negotiations, now we have the signing ceremony of Green Imperative. It's a demonstration of the remarkable moment we're going through in our bilateral relations. We have in Brazil, it confirms the firm aim, the commitment of the government of Brazil and the Brazilian companies with Nigeria. We are brother countries. We have the Nigerians contributed a lot to Brazil. Brazil is what it is now because part of it because of the Nigerians who went to Brazil during 4 centuries. So we have a firm commitment with Nigeria. Nigeria, we estimate an $8 billion investment in Nigeria in the next months and years. Green Imperative is part of it, and it's a change of mindset. We are no longer interested in just selling products to Nigeria. No, we want to make investments in Nigeria, generate jobs, increase your revenues with paying taxes, and converting Nigeria into a platform of export to the rest of Africa. So we are not interested just in selling products. That's why Brazil now, since the last October, it became the first destination for Nigerian non-oil products in the world. So that's our commitment, the commitment of the government of President Lula. President Lula and President Tinubu are very, very good friends, and Brazil and Nigeria are brother countries. So I'm very happy to be here and witness such a special moment in our bilateral relations.
Sorry, can we just play one card? How much is it? This is a moment that has been 6 years in the making. Since its inception in 2019, the Green Imperative Project has been an emblem of Nigeria's ambition to modernize agriculture, strengthen our food system, and create sustainable livelihood for millions of our citizens. It has been a long journey, one that has tested our resilience, demanded our patience, and called for unwavering commitment. But here we are today, Your Excellencies, the major milestone of signing the agreement for implementation to commence. What makes this initiative truly unique is its scale and vision, in the sense that 774 local government areas of this country, all with their own comparative advantage, will be the theater of actions to transform our food system. Green Imperative Project Agreement with the FGV from Brazil. And this project has been in the works for 6 years, from 2019 to date. And the visionary and passionate leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was a main driver of seeing that since the beginning of the life of this administration, work was done to ensure that this agreement came to light today. And it is a project that is designed to transform our food system, to transform our agricultural production, and to ensure that we're going to have yield increases of our major crops. But also, we're going to reduce the cost of production. Overall, we'll ensure through this project that Nigerians will get quality food. You know, when you talk about food security, you're talking about availability of food, affordability of food, accessibility of food, but in the right nutritional content and at the highest quality. And so this project is designed to help Nigeria achieve that. We have commenced from today. Work will begin in terms of starting all the implementation process. And I want to say that the 774 local governments of this country will all be taken on the basis of their comparative and competitive advantage for the various crops that we are having as this project is going to be implemented. It's going to be driven by mechanization, where we ensure that farmers are no longer going to depend on old, the usual hoe and cutlass like the young Nigerians want to say. It is going to be driven by mechanization, and as a result of which we believe the productivity of our Nigerian farmers will improve, their livelihood will improve, and this will have an overall impact on our general economy. Finally, let me say that, is the vision of the president for Nigeria to be food secure, where no man goes to bed hungry, but also to have a diversified economy. And I think what we have just signed today, along with many others that this administration has been, implementing, are going to deliver on this very well thought out vision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Talking about accessibility, is there a component, because you're just talking about empowering farmers, and we understand that in some states it's the security issue is quite there and farmers don't have access back to their lands. Is there a component in this agreement?
Well, no, wait, it's okay. No, wait, it's okay. He has already said it in public. Listen, this government has been working, and I think if you are a Nigerian, you agree with me that the insecurity is going down. The level of attacks you've had before is no more in place. A lot of our farmers have gone back to farms. Beningwari axis, Giwa axis, which is a major grain belt, farmers have gone back. We are here with His Excellency. I'm sure Benue State, which used to have, more of most of these issues, are also witnessing a downward slide. We are not yet there, and that is why the work continues, because the president, like he has always said, he's working continuously because that's what he has asked for.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, gentlemen, very much. The signing event that took place here, it's an addition of hitting the right button of the narrative of food increment, food security, and then the reduction in the costs of food itself. It is a huge event because a number of things come to play. Benue State in particular is a subnational, and then all the states we have in our nation have no cost whatsoever to talk about food insecurities. But for some reason we could not tap or harness all the potentials we have. What took place today is the beginning of putting an end to food insecurities in the nation. It's going to avail us, the subnationals, the opportunity to see how we can increase on what we have been doing, and then to see how it's going to touch on the lives of the 774 components of our nation. And I think that is very vital, because it is us, the subnationals, who would also make the system work. Benue is agrarian, but how much, what percentage of farming do we do? You come to discover that it's only this season that we're beginning the dry season farming. Why is that so? So there's so much work to be done. So this is lighting up the agric hub and farm, even for us, and so would it be for the other subnationals. So we're looking forward to taking huge advantage of this opportunity that the President, Ahmed Tinubu, has again provided for us. So much work is going in here. This was begun some 6 years ago. So I'm excited that the signing of it and then the full implementation of it, it's even during my time. Because it's not just on the blueprint we have in our subnationals, but having known fully well that if we go a little deep into mechanization and then processing industrialization, we're going to fix a number of things. I experience a lot of post-harvest, waste. All that I'm very hopeful it's going to be terminated. And so these are the opportunities that the signing event today, it's unveiled to us.
Political commitment from the President of the Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because in terms of food security in this country, the signing of this agreement shows that the President is really committed to transform agriculture in this country. Now, as of today, this signing agreement has shown that, okay, those of us at the subnational, now a platform has been created for us to see how we can advance and transform agriculture. Because with this agreement, that about all centers will be established at the subnational level in the 774 local government areas. And now these centers are centers whereby 80% of the activities is going to be farming, while the 20% will be agribusiness. Now, this means that at this subnational level, people will not only be trained, but also will have new technology for farming. And this new technology will now increase the productivity and also increase the and reducing the production cost. That means farmers will make money. So this is what we are saying transformational change. And this transformation in agriculture will definitely empower the smallholder farmer. You see, the smallholder farmer is the main producer in this country. So as long as you will empower the smallholder farmer, certainly production will increase. And this project aims at empowering the smallholder farmer. So what we are saying, we are very grateful as subnationals because this project is our own project. We are going to own this project. We are going to make sure that it benefits our people. Whatever we will do to ensure that our farmers have benefited from this project, we will do it. And definitely we will transform the production system and food system in this country.
Economist, I want to confirm, I've been doing just some research on this program with GIP. Is it still 1.2 billion? The amount has changed in terms of the agreement. And then we witnessed in the past where, particularly at subnational level, you've seen where government, rather turns to supporting political farmers. I hope we don't see that kind of scenario in this case.
Well, when we say this is a transformational project, I think we mean business. Of course, it's a government-enabled but private sector-led, project. So all those issue of political patronage is when government is involved. But this is government-enabled but private sector-led. So the private sector will deal with genuine farmers because the private sector knows how to handle their relationship with the people who are in production. And I think with respect to the cost, because I'm not holding it here, we shouldn't give you just any guesstimate. Okay? If you want to get the cost, we can give you the exact because it's in various components. So if it's not converted, you will not be able to get just one figure. Okay?